Hey, 10 million users. So that's how many, the last time I was taking a look at how many people are in Clubhouse social media. And that number just keeps rising exponentially because they keep releasing it to new countries. So this is an app, you guys, that is still in beta. We're going to be talking all about Clubhouse social media. And, while 10 million might seem small compared to Facebook or YouTube, you have to remember that this is the new guy on the block, right? It's only been around to only iPhone users in the past for the last year. And it's just been taking off like wildfire. In fact, when I joined in January, there were only 2 million users. And now, again, like I mentioned, there's already 10 million. So it just keeps rising and rising and rising. And we're going to be talking about why is that happening and how can you be part of the party and what's happening inside. So we've got some of you guys that are inside of the house today. Some of you guys are already inside of Clubhouse social media, which is fantastic. I'm going to guide you on what it is that you need to make sure that you're doing first inside of social media, why you need to be in Clubhouse, and why you need to be able to take advantage of this while you can. This is an amazing, amazing opportunity for a lot of people. We've got Mary Beth in the house. Hello, Mary Beth. And we've got Fika in the house from South Africa. So glad that you are joining us. And as you can see, we've got Beth in the house, the Spanish tutor for kids, and she is going to be guiding us today in the chat. So if you have questions that you want to add in, please do that. I noticed before that she had mentioned, hey, if you're already on Clubhouse, put your handle on there. We want to be able to follow you and be able to connect with other tutors. So definitely take care of that. Okay, you guys, my name's Joanne Kaminsky, and I am a former teacher with 10 years experience turned online tutor and now founder of the Online Tutor Coach LLC. I personally built a 6-figure tutoring business, and I help tutors get found, hired, and referred. Now, as a tutor that's walked this path of being able to find students from all over the world, I honestly get how daunting it can be for you. So I've helped thousands of people on my ultimate support group for online tutors in Facebook and my YouTube channel, which some of you guys are joining me on right now. And I believe that the key lays in using the right social media for your personality and then watching the magic happen. So, are you on Clubhouse yet? I want to know. Type inside of the chat if you are on Clubhouse. We want to know if you are already on there. And if so, again, let's put on inside of there, what is your handle so that we can connect with each other on Clubhouse. So we're going to be diving deeper on into Clubhouse today. And, have you ever felt like you've been late to the party? You feel like everybody else has already been there, done that. Well, this is one of those beautiful things where you don't have to feel like you're late to the party. Remember I mentioned that this social media tool is still in beta? Yeah, that means that you are right on time to the party. Okay. So if you begin to join it now, you are going to be opened up to a whole new world. So what is Clubhouse social media? Well, pretty much it is a social media where you can actually engage in conversations with other people that you're interested in taking part in. So it's not through messaging, right? Usually a lot of them is through messaging. It's not through images. It's all voice. And you have to be there in order to hear what's happening. So you can't just, listen to a replay. So there's this like fear of missing out if you're not there during the conversation, which drives more people to actually be actively engaged in the conversation while it's happening. So when you go on in, you now have a new opportunity to connect with people that are interested in what it is that you are doing, what things that you care about, things, all of that great stuff. It's just absolutely amazing. So, you get to take part in the conversations that you want to be a part of. Now, there are some different ways that we can get our voice out and we can speak on stages, right? You can speak on stages by being on a podcast and having somebody interview you. You can speak on stages and by going onto YouTube, right, on somebody else's YouTube channel. You can speak on stages by being on somebody else's blog. And here, inside of Clubhouse, you also have the opportunity to speak on stages. You can get in on somebody else's group that already has people joining the conversation because they're interested, or you can create your own. And this is another way to amplify your voice, get found, get heard, just have people know more about you and what it is that you do. Now, one of the top things that people love to do inside of Clubhouse is they love to double tap on a person's face. So you have an image of who you are. First thing you want to do is make sure you upload the most professional photo you have of yourself. If this means that you need to have a spouse or significant other take a picture of you in your, finest outfit, just, smiling, this is going to be great because this is the first introduction to you. You don't want to have a company logo. This is about people connecting with people, all right? It's not about businesses connecting with people or businesses connecting with other businesses. This is about people connecting and having conversations with people. So people will double tap on your face. And when they double tap on your face, they are then seeing your actual profile. Now, your profile is going to give them information about you. So that is the very first thing that you want to do when you get into Clubhouse is you want to set that up. You don't want it to be like dog mom lover. If you're an online tutor, right? You want people to know about what your business is because that is what people are going to see and that's going to make you stand out. Now, if you have an old social media profile and you just take that and you upload it into Clubhouse, but it's not relevant to what you do today, it's going to feel awkward for you if you do go and speak on a stage and somebody introduces you using your profile. So you're actually asking them to, yes, please introduce me using this. So when you go to speak on a stage, people will actually use what you've written right inside of your profile to introduce you. This is so cool, right? So you don't have to do the talking for you. How many times does it feel uncomfortable to be like, I have my own online tutoring business, blah, blah, blah. I've been able to teach kids how to read since 2010. That kind of stuff. Like, it feels like kind of weird for us to say that. But here's the thing. When you get the opportunity to have other people introduce you, then they're already sharing that information. They're getting the awkward stuff out of the way for you. And I think that's really, really cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you like what is your profile? What should you include in your profile? And I have a free download for you. If you see in the description, it says how to create a Clubhouse social media profile that pops. Go on in there, click on that, and I will personally send you a step-by-step everything you need to have inside of your profile so that your profile pops and makes you stand out from all of the other tutors that may be joining the platform. I'm going to share my screen right now on my phone. I'm going to click on here. Ba-da-da-da. Share. And I am going to show you exactly what it looks like. Let me click on here for Zoom. And here's my phone. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to show you profile. All right, so here's my profile. This is that double tapping that I was talking about. So if you see this right here, you can double tap on my face when I'm inside of a group, and then this is what you see. So the first 3 lines are what everybody sees without clicking on the word profile. So they can always view your profile. If you take a look at this, I have on here online tutor, business coach, reading tutor, author, speaker, edupreneur, authentic human being, right? So people will then be able to introduce me. They'll be able to say, oh, she's an online tutor business coach who also tutors reading. She's an author. She's a speaker. She's an edupreneur and an authentic human being. You guys, let's welcome Joanne to the stage. How cool is that compared to she's a dog lover who likes to read books, right? It doesn't really lead into it. I also have on here, learn how to create a profitable online tutoring business this summer. And it leads to my people being able to sign on up for the free training that I was doing. I need to change this. So this part right here, I'm constantly changing to invite people to the next thing that there is to invite. Now, they can't click on this. This is not a clickable link. But if I scroll down, you will see that the only clickable link is this one right here where it says online tutor coach. That is my Instagram profile. So when people click on my Instagram profile, it goes right to my Instagram account. And then I have my free stuff that I've listed because, again, Instagram doesn't have links as well. You only get one link and it's in your bio. So they click right on inside of there. Then they will be able to go to my free stuff. And it's usually the top things that I am talking about with the business. How to get the 50 plus ways to be able to get online tutoring students, check out the free live streams on YouTube, and get on the wait list for Jumpstart for your online tutoring business, join the Facebook group, learn how to create a Clubhouse profile that pops. So that's all right there so that people can access that. And that is going to then lead you. I'm going to click on back on over to Clubhouse here so that you can see what I've written inside of this description. So inside of my description, what I ended up doing is I took a look at the top people inside of Clubhouse and I started taking a look at what are some of the things that they're putting inside of their bio. I did that so that it can save you time and you do not need to if you take a look at this, you don't need to figure all that out. I've already figured it out for you. So I put in here what it is that I help people do. I talk about, some of the success that I've had, that look, I've been on this journey just like you guys have been on. I show people like where my YouTube channel is so that they can come and check that out. And then I talk about how can I help? Are you a teacher that's done with politics in the school system and looking for a way to teach without the headache? Are you a tutor that's looking for better systems to get found by more clients and put better business systems in place? Imagine running an online tutoring business where you can choose your schedule, charge more than you would make teaching full time, and you get to have light bulb moment after light bulb moment with your students. So this is what I've helped thousands of tutors do since 2012. I describe who they are. And if that describes them, I share how I can help. I have also different things like ping me into rooms about education, personal development, business strategies. And if people need help moderating a room, a podcast guest, or someone to interview on YouTube, I put down there that I am their girl. Because I've been going a lot into these, what they're called pod tanks. So I will go on into a room and people will pitch themselves for a podcast, or podcast people will be telling people about the podcast that they have that they're looking for speakers for. And those people like you to have your LinkedIn profile on there. So I added my LinkedIn profile inside of there for that specific occasion. Otherwise, I have, how can they connect with me? I have my email on there. I have my website on there. And then I have fingers pointing down to DM me for collabs, media, and podcasts right here. So that's how they can get in contact with me pretty easily, just with a click of the button, and they can message me, and that will get them where they go. You'll notice down here that we have Tutor Talk at the bottom. This is our specific group that we have inside of here. So tomorrow we are going to be talking about, I don't know why it's not showing on up. It's saying next is, do people think you charge too much for tutoring? I need to go back on in there and add. I thought I added it on there. Maybe I didn't choose the date correctly. But tomorrow we're going to be talking about how to get students through blogging. And so that'll be at 10:30 a.m. Central Time. But this will show on up where we're going to be. And then if you click on that, you can actually save it to your calendar right here. Copy link, add to calendar. And then more people know about what it is that you are doing. So you definitely want to come and join us over on Tutor Talk. It's a special group just for tutors. Now, I know because there's so many people that are like, I have no idea how to do anything inside of Clubhouse because it's so brand new. Well, this is exactly why I wrote the book, Clubhouse Social Media, you guys. And if we take a look over here, I've created a book version. You can actually order it on Amazon, have it sent to your house. You can get it on Kindle. You can get it on your phone. You can get it on your iPad. If you're a Kindle member, you can get it for free. And I go through step by step inside of this book exactly what you need to do in order to utilize Clubhouse to become more influential, which is awesome. So let me grab on over here for you. We're going to come back here because you're going to get to actually see what's included in this book. Like, what do we talk about inside of here? I'm going to go on over to the very beginning here. And I actually dedicated this to all of the coaches that I have at the Online Tutor Coach. So I dedicated it to Suzanne for her passion for writing, blogging, and inspiring others to write, to Beth for her ability to know what I need without even telling her, to Kathy for her check-ins and my emotional support, to Audrey for her straightforwardness and her desire to get things done, to Max for his ability to inspire and support others, to Esme for her ability to give small pieces of information to implement to her team and get great results, to Jessica for her video brilliance and helping inspiring others to just do it. Without all of my team, I wouldn't be able to support all the tutors that need our help to get more students. I absolutely love this team. They are amazing, you guys. But here, I share what my initial thoughts were about Clubhouse. And then how do you get inside the app and join the party? And so if you're looking for a way to be able to get inside the app right now, you guys, all you need to do is tell us that you need an invite and we will get you an invite. So like I have 6 invites that I have that I could be able to give people if you're not on the app yet. It's not rolled out to Android devices from other countries that don't speak English. But right now, it's pretty much countries that do speak English, iPhone and Android, both out there. I know it was a long time coming. People were wondering, when is this going to be available on Android? I know, it was so frustrating. It felt like we were missing like half our crew. Well, now you guys can all come in and join the party, okay? Definitely, I go in a little bit deeper, how to create that profile that pops. You can join rooms with a purpose. So how do I join rooms? What does that look like? What are the different aspects of the room when I do join a room? And then add value by pinging people into a room. So there's this little ability to be able to hit this plus button and actually bring people into the conversation. And I talk about speaking on stages. What is that like? What's the experience like? And then how to follow interesting people, create rooms that people want to be a part of, create your own killer clubhouse. Yes, you can create, just like I created Tutor Talk, you can create your own clubhouse as well. I talk about how to run your clubhouse like a boss. I really love this idea of collaboration over competition. And I have a Clubhouse learning log inside of here so that you guys have that ability to really use this information that you're learning in the rooms and be able to do something with it. And so let me show you real quick. I'm going to show you right on over at the end here. Let me just go fast forward because I really want to show you guys this last piece over here. It's the Clubhouse learning log. So here you're able to write down, the date, the room name, the moderator, and any important information that you've learned, any websites and online resources, and people you've DM'd so that you have the ability to know like who do you need to follow up with because of it, and then some action steps right here. So there's a few of these pages that are inside of the book to guide you along as you go through the book, and that's to help and guide you. So if you want a hard copy of the book, that will be available there, or you can create your own pages inside of a notebook that will guide you to take down this information so that you have access to it. So that is what the book looks like, all of that great stuff. Anybody who wants to go on in and get that book, feel free. The link is inside of there that Beth just put down for you to check it out. And here's something cool, you guys. If you have that Kindle Unlimited, you can read the book for free. I opened it up so that you guys would just be able to read the book absolutely for free. So if you've got that Kindle Unlimited, check that out and you'll be able to get on inside of there. How many of you guys anybody been on Clubhouse social media yet? What's been your experience? I'd love for you guys to kind of type into the chat what your experience has been like. And, do you have you gotten any value from it? So one of our coaches, when she began using social media, she ended up getting 4 students just because of the app. She went into rooms that were specifically, parents that were asking questions, and then she just answered a question inside of there and connected with a parent right afterwards. And that person ended up calling her for a free consultation. They connected and they got started. I've even been able to refer other tutors as well. So I went into, I was actually on this pod tank, and inside of the pod tank, they were asking for people to pitch themselves to become a speaker. So I went on in and I pitched myself, and one of the ladies is like, "Oh my gosh, do you know a math tutor?" And I was like, "Funny you should ask." But actually, I'm connected with pretty much any tutor that you're looking for. I can connect you with a math tutor. And I referred her to the Calculus King, our wonderful Robert, who's usually in the house, and inside of there, they were able to connect and get started with tutoring. So you never know how you can help other tutors as well, just by being present, and then that elevates you to another level with that specific tutor, right? When they have a student that is going to be a great fit for you, then you're going to be able to go on in. Last week, we had an amazing conversation on do people tell you that you charge too much? So this is my call that I did on Wednesday. And we ended up having somebody who jumped right on the stage right away. I was so proud of her, just to kind of share what her experience is like. And we were able to take a look at her funnel and be able to say, okay, so here's some pieces where there seem to be some gaps that would help people to stop questioning how much you charge and instead be dying to pay you what you are charging. And so after we went through that entire process, she was so grateful to have that now in place so that she can start elevating herself as an expert in her field versus just being seen as that casual tutor. And I do think there's a difference between that casual tutor and that professional tutor. And this is going to help her be able to stand out more. So if you're interested, come join us on Wednesdays where we go through that process with you and we say, hey, this is where we get to hold people's hands. And I think this is so cool. Because in other opportunities, you don't get the opportunity to do that. Unless I were to bring somebody right on into Zoom, which I have to have that conversation ahead of time, right? And I have to plan all of that to be able to be present for people. Here, they can come on in and be part of the conversation. Those that come onto the stage first, they get to go through their story first and see where are the gaps. And you can really serve and help. And so that's how I serve and help on Clubhouse. I don't do any advertising for my own tutoring services, but other tutors are doing that and they are getting results. So they're just piping on in at the right times. They're joining the right conversations and it is making an impact. It's making a difference. It's another tool to get your voice on out there, right? And I think that's what's really, really cool about Clubhouse social media. So I'm so glad that you guys joined us today. Definitely check out Clubhouse social media, how to become more influential on Amazon. You'll be able to see all the different versions you can buy. You can get Kindle Unlimited, or you can buy the hard copy version on there. And then join us inside of Clubhouse. Download that free download I have that's called How to Create a Profile That Pops, okay? Because that is going to set you out from looking a little bit different than some of the other people that are joining Clubhouse and they leave that section blank. You do not want to lose that realty space, okay? It is worth gold. So definitely, I've made money because I've been on Clubhouse, and I know that other tutors have made money because they've been on Clubhouse. They've gotten more people finding them and hiring them. So check it out. If that's your goal, you want to be able to get more students, you want to be involved in those conversations, check it out, enjoy. And you know what? On Thursday, we're going to be talking about a challenge, and we're going to see if you're up for the challenge. So definitely come join us on Thursday and we'll see, are you up for the challenge and what that challenge is, okay? So I'm going to leave you guys hanging on what is that challenge. You guys enjoy the rest of your day and thanks for joining me today.